Howdy, AP PreCal. It's Miss Kosh. We are continuing on with transformation notes. So on this one, they've given us a sketch of or a picture of a graph. They're telling us that this is F, and they want us to do the new transformations. So if you remember, one way to look at this would be to say, okay, if I have this point right here, this is the function F. So I have F, that one right there. I don't know where I want to write it. F of 2 is equal to, that's 1, 2 is equal to 2. Okay, so now in my g function, g of something, g of x is equal to f of negative x. So if I plug in a negative 2 here, g of negative 2 would be equal to f of 2. And so f of 2 we said was 2. My new graph is going to have the point negative 2, 2. So negative 2, positive 2. And if you notice what that did to my graph is it just flipped it right over the y-axis. And so each of these points is going to reflect. So this point down here reflects to here. Maybe I should have gotten a different grid, but I'm sorry. 0 is going to stay at 0. This point reflects over to here. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That goes to here. So we're doing something like we had a straight line here. We have a curve, and then another curve, and then a straight line, and a straight line. Is that right? Nope. That was the point that it was already given to me. This point goes to here. 1, 2, right there. My bad. Okay, so it goes here, and then here. Okay, that was something else. So basically, we just took our graph and reflected it over the y-axis. What's our domain? Well, it had the domain of G is going to go from, well, a minute ago, I can't see on that one. A minute ago, it went from positive 2 to negative 1, 2, 3. And so when I switch these around, we're going to have a domain of negative 2 to positive 3. Okay. Goodness gracious. You know what? Let's come over here and I'll just create a new spot for it. So with this one, if I am looking at, this is the point F, my F of 2 is still equal to 2. Okay, so what are we doing? We're shifting it to the left 3, and then we're stretching it by a factor of 2, then we're shifting it to the left 3 and down 1. Okay, so if I plug in negative 1, so g of negative 1 would be equal to 2 times f of negative 1 plus 3 minus 1. That's 2. F of 2 we just said was 2. Multiply it by 2, we get 4. Minus 1, we get 3. So we now have the point negative 1, positive 3. 1, 2, 3. And so this new point right here just moved to here. Okay, so what did we do? We moved it to the left 3. Notice we went 1, 2, 3. And then we went, no, I lied to you. First we stretched it. So it was at 2. Then we stretched it up to 4. Then we moved it left 1, 2, 3. Then we moved it down 1. And there it is. Okay, and so we should do that same idea with everything. This one right here, let's stretch it first. So that becomes 2. Then we're going to move it. So this is the point 1, 2. Then we're going to move it left 1, 2, 3. So we're at negative 2. Then we're going to move it down 1. So this should be the point negative 2, negative 3. Negative 2, negative 1, 2, 3. Okay, and to connect those, we connect them with the straight line. That was this little piece. Let me make sure I did this correctly. We stretched it to negative 2. We moved it 1, 2, 3 to negative 2. We went down 1. So there, yes, I'm right. And then we would keep doing that, and I'm not sure it's worth my time. I'll do one more. This one at 0, when I stretch it by a factor of 0, or by a factor of 2, it stays at 0. So then I need to move it to the left. This was at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're at negative 6, and then we're going to go down. So it's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then down 1. And so here's kind of that last piece. This one had been at 2, 2, 2 once we stretch it, and then we move it 1 to 5, negative 5, 1 is where this piece is. So that's that last little bit. And I don't know that it's worth my effort to keep going. Go check my answer key for that one. This last example is the same idea. So the nice thing is I give you a grid. So on this one, they're wanting us to change, this is gonna reflect us over the y-axis. No, I just lied to you. It's gonna change my y values, reflecting me over the x-axis. So we can look and see, if this is f of x, we know this point right here is the point, oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the point negative 9. I have f of negative 9 is equal to 2. Okay, so now g of negative 9 would be equal to negative 2. So we're going to be at negative 9 and then down 2. So we're here. We stay on there until 876, 876. And we have a closed circle. So we're staying here. And then we jump to positive 1. And then we're going to be at positive 1 again over here. How low did this go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of right in the middle of them. Where is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3.5. 1, 2, 3.5, and we were at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're roughly here. So it's doing sort of this sort of thing. This guy reflects down to here. This one at 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's going to go 1, 2, 1. Where am I? Oh, you guys. Okay. This is not my favorite. I mean, it's fine, but whatever. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's that. I created this worksheet years and years ago, this part of the worksheet years and years ago, and now I'm regretting it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I did. I drew this. I did them by hand, and things are now better. I can use Desmos. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm tired of that. This one is going to reflect us over the y-axis and then shift us up 3. So let's look at a piece of that. I might do more of this in class. I might not. I don't know. Reflecting over the y. Okay, so let's see. If I know that f of negative 9 is equal to 2, then h of positive 9 would be equal to f of negative 9 plus 3. F of negative 9 is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. So I now have the point 9, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is this piece right here. And then we cruise along for 1, 2, 3 units. 1, 2, 3. This one, what did we do? We needed to reflect it, so it's now a positive 6, and then we needed to shift it up 3, so it's a positive 6, positive 2. Here's positive 6, positive 2 would be 1, 2, and it's an open circle. This is a positive 1, positive 2, and we're doing this sort of thing, and so forth. Okay, that's fun. Let's look at this one for a second. Okay, it's constructed by applying 3 transformations in this order. Horizontal translation, right by 1 unit. Right by 1 unit means that we're going to have an x minus 1. Then a vertical dilation by a factor of 4. And a vertical okay, so then we have whatever my function is. We've multiplied it by 4, and then we translate it down by 5 minus 5. So there's g of x. I've answered that question. And then what's the value of f of 2? Okay, so I lied. That doesn't say f. That says g. G of 2 would be equal to 4 times f of 2 minus 1 minus 5. That's 4 times f of 1 minus 5. F of 1, is in my chart, which is great. And that's 5, so I have 4 times 5 minus 5. 4 times 5 is 20, minus 5 is 15. So g of 2 is equal to 15. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Go practice. Good luck.